A very beautiful, sunny, windy, cool good morning to everyone from the beautiful Ras Al Khaimah beach, where I'm walking again. My name is Mona AbdulRahim-Santl from Mind Your Power. Here is where I share my thoughts, I share my feelings, I share whatever happens in my life. Not too personal stories, but things that make me feel, that make me think, that make me reflect, and that I think are worth sharing. So here I am on the beach, and waves are just fantastic today, and you can see it in the background. It is actually for the UAE for this time of the year. We're in June, and it's only 27 degrees Celsius this morning right now, and it's already 6:45. And that is really cool for this time of the year, which is really very, very nice. It's also not humid at all today. Yesterday was cool but humid. Today is not humid at all, so it's actually the perfect beach weather. And today is a holiday here. Tomorrow is the official day of Eid, and today is already a holiday. So here you can see how the waves come up and down, and it feels so good as I'm standing here and they're touching my feet. So talking about waves, well, yesterday it had to happen. Oh, and they got higher than I am here actually. So talking about waves, yesterday and I thought about it so many times. So I come down here, and this is where I start at the very beginning there, and then I walk back and forth. And I usually come down, leave my flip-flops at the very end, quite high, and then walk a couple of times, and then when I finish I just pick up my flip-flops and go again. And well, yesterday it did happen. I came back and I found one of my flip-flops turned around somewhere in the sand. The other one was nowhere to be found, and I was sure that I left them high enough. I was sure that I left them far away enough from the water. But no, one of them is actually somewhere in there. So who knows what that sea, what that ocean has. Unfortunately, it is a piece of shoe, it is a piece of plastic, and it's not the best thing to do, but it happened. So, but the thing is that these were my favorite flip-flops, and I was sure I'd keep them safe. Well, I didn't. So, and it kind of made me think of things that we hold on to for so long because we just like them, because we just love them. They were faded, I was keeping them for the beach and for the car. I usually have flip-flops in the car when I finish trainings. That's the first thing that I do. I get into my car and I swap from whatever other shoes I'm wearing to flip-flops. So these were my car shoes, my car flip-flops, my beach flip-flops, and I loved them. Well, they're gone. And so it is maybe time to buy new ones, maybe the same ones. I have flip-flops, but not the same. Or it's time to just say goodbye and move on. And that's what we so often need to do with so many things. So I am in the process of also getting rid of so many things in my life, in my home, in my environment. So and sometimes we think we need that, and we hold on to that for so long. And I've been finding things in my home that I had since probably, I don't know, since my youth. Things that have absolutely no meaning and no purpose, and but for some reason I still have them. And I have been decluttering and cleaning a lot over the last, I would say, especially the last 1 year was a real declutter time for me. But I just yesterday I saw a small lid of a bottle that seems an antique bottle, but it's not an antique bottle. It's just a bottle that was, I don't know, it even belonged to my husband, not to myself, from his parents, or but it's nothing. And the bottle is gone. It's only that lid. And for some reason, that lid has made it through all my moves, through all the boxes that I packed and unpacked. And I wonder why. And it's still on my desk at home. And I really wonder why am I holding on to that. So that's one thing that probably today, when I go back, will have to go. But yeah. So sometimes we just hold on to things, not even knowing why we do that. And sometimes it's sad to lose things like my flip-flop, and I still say it. It's I loved it. Not even sure. I think I tried to find the same pattern again and again, and I didn't. So maybe that's just a pattern that I love. But you know what? There's so many other patterns. There's so many different patterns. So sometimes there are things that we're sad about when we lose, and sometimes when we don't have them anymore, because is it really a loss? No, it's not a loss. It doesn't really affect my life so much. And then sometimes it is some things that we decide to really get rid of, throw away, etc. Also people, you know, I spoke about that a couple of days ago, where I actually let go of someone who I used to work with, and reflecting back on what we don't have anymore, we really say it serves a purpose, whether it's a person, whether it's a flip-flop, whatever it is, it served a purpose. And that was good, because in that time, during that time, it was the thing that we needed, the thing that helped us, served us. And so sometimes that is also an opportunity, when we get rid of that, to actually get something better. Or I don't want to use the word better, because that's actually because we don't know if it's better or not, but different. Let's see. Yeah, okay, like that. So just get someone or something that is different, and then see, how is it with that difference? How is it with that different person, with that different flip-flop? What is it that we do differently? We work differently. We walk in differently. And yeah. So anyway, just thought of sharing today that lost flip-flop story. It is something that is on my mind. And like I always say, that time on the beach here where I walk back and forth is really just a time for me to reflect on my life, to reflect on what's happening, to reflect on where I am at the moment, and really at the moment, and to share my thoughts with you. So that's the thought of today. The lost flip-flop. Wow. So I wish you to either think about the things that are not there with you anymore, or even the people that are not there with you anymore. How much joy you had with them, how much they served whatever purpose they did. And for the things that are still with you that have no purpose, just think, what is it that this is giving me? And sometimes really think, can I let go and maybe see, how do I work without? How, not necessarily can I replace it, but how can I live without that? Sometimes because when we hold on to them, they're stopping us from actually thinking out of the box, thinking creatively, thinking differently. So yeah, that is my thought of today. And I am just loving that weather, that breeze, that water on my feet, and I'm just loving it. And I send so much love that I'm just breathing in, sending on to you, to all of you, wherever you are in this world. This is Mona AbdulRahim-Santl, beautiful Mind Your Power. I would love you to comment, to share your thoughts. Me to understand also, because I am curious. What are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you getting rid of? See you soon, everyone.